Hey there, it's Maria, and I have a message for you. The you who know who you are, the you who might be a twin soul, or an evolved being, or a starseed, or a light worker, or a seeker of truth, or a human being on a spiritual path, or maybe a spiritual being having a human experience. Oh my gosh, however you describe yourself. You came here for a purpose, right? To be sure. And that purpose is to increase your frequency, to increase your vibration, and to move out of the 3D, the dense 3D world of matter, which is the world of people, places, and things. And also of suffering and pain and fights. Oh, the heater just turned on. Can you still hear me? And power struggles, and the humdrum of daily life, replete with boredom, and insecurity, and jealousy, and envy, and anger, and all that kind of stuff, even depression and illness. I mean, it's just so ridiculous, right? As I wrote in one of my Playground of Your Soul videos on my website, mariahaiti.com, that hardly anybody ever goes to, but anyway, you might want to check it out. I am going to be updating it soon, where I wrote about my fave, Henry David Thoreau. Remember Walden Pond? Dear sweet Henry said that men lead lives of quiet desperation. And that, my friends, is what you don't want, to be desperate, quietly or not, right? Don't you want to be who you are meant to be, who you are meant to become, as you align yourself to be your best self, to be your authentic self? Really, life is not about waking up and getting dressed and guzzling caffeine and driving in traffic and sitting at a desk in a job that bores you to death, right? And then fighting traffic going home and shopping and cooking and doing dishes and laundry. I mean, doesn't it sound just ridiculous? And exhaustion, barely talking to your family, and then collapsing into bed only to do it all over again. Oh my God. I mean, this sounds like hell, right? Some people think it sounds like a productive life, but I don't know. We've got to change this mindset, because it's ridiculous, right? Because life here is to be appreciated. Life is to be enjoyed. It's to be just so passionate about it, not to just like go through the day like you're just so like a robot. That's ridiculous, right? Because why are you here? You were born to do something great. You're one of the fortunate ones given life at this time on planet Earth. Truly. I mean, you must know that in the deepest recesses of your soul, you know that you're not just here for nothing, right? You know that you're blessed. You know that you're here to embody the light, because the planet is changing and everything is just moving to a higher vibration, and people are awakening and they're asking questions. They're taking care of the earth. We're more conscious of animals and their suffering and our diets and our health, and we're becoming more awakened. And we know that there's no hell. Even the Catholic Church says so, right? The Pope said so. So as we critically think about it, it makes total sense. And as long as we move out of all the limiting beliefs, we can look at life from a higher perspective. Because hell is just a state of mind. And that's the state of mind that so many people go through every day, thinking that they are in hell, when it's just as easy to think that you're in heaven, right? And you get to choose. You can stay in a lower vibrational energy and be in a hell of your own making, or you can be in a heavenly state and live a life of joy and enthusiasm and excitement and happiness, right? And you can rise, like Martin Luther King said, rise up and say, I am somebody. Yeah. You know, buried deep within his messages were spiritual truths that the divine had graced him with. But many who came before him and those that came after him had also similar messages, but the energy of the planet was not high enough to sustain his messages. And so he was feared, and he was a threat, and he was killed. And there are others, and that really kind of set humanity back a bit, don't you think? And there are other visionaries who were silenced. Yet the momentum was building like a tsunami. And so it could neither be harnessed nor stopped. I mean, it's just, once things go in that direction, you can't really stop it. And the same is true of humans. Well, some humans, but the same is true of others who were ahead of their time, like Jesus and the apostles. And they were hunted and they were killed because they pushed the envelope and they knew what others didn't and what others couldn't even fathom. It's interesting that now some esteemed scholars are studying the ETs, the extraterrestrials, and there's a similar situation with alien contact, because other civilizations have been wanting to make contact with us here on Earth. But they're waiting because the energy of Earth needs to be elevated before they can come in and make their appearance. And the reason I've read is explained that their vibration is so high because these are beings of light. And their vibration is so high that if they just showed up on Earth, humans wouldn't be able to handle it because humans would be so afraid that these people were, that these beings were coming with malicious intent, and they aren't. They were coming on a mission to help the people of Earth and to help raise their vibration. But because these are beings of light, and yet the powers that be on planet Earth would fear them, would fear their light that is so blinding and their awakened messages, that they'd be viewed as a threat. And so humans might try to kill them out of ignorance, and innocently thinking that they presented a danger. Well, you can imagine that battle, right? With being so far advanced from our most advanced technology that if we became aggressive, there would be disastrous consequences, and we'd basically self-destruct. And believe you me, our nuclear power is child's play compared to the energy of our advanced planetary counterparts. So my dear ones, my message to you is that things are changing. Yay! And you are part of that change. And you are part of that solution to create a more awakened collective. And the more light you embody, and the more you are helping move humanity forward. So keep shining, and keep rising, and keep smiling, and keep loving, and keep being your best self. So until next time, I love you. Bye.